Hey guys, Brian Fisher with Edge Fitness, and it is time for another Friday fix to help you guys finish off your Friday and hopefully maybe fix where you're at right now. Had a great conversation with a client earlier today. Again, that's where a lot of these ideas come from, of just chatting with people and where they're at and what's going on with them and with other people around them. Obviously right now, we're still, maybe it may not seem like it and maybe it does, but we're still in the middle of a pandemic. It's still going on, whether we want to admit that or not. Our plans for the summer have been just kind of washed out. We've had to come up with all new ones, and it can be easy to get stuck in that mindset of, what's the point in doing anything right now? Okay, this particular person was an endurance athlete, and they're still going out doing their training like normal, doing their biking, doing their running, being able to get outside where it's a lot safer, and you can still do things. We can do things. There's lots that we can do safely, even coming into the gym. There's a lot of gyms out there that are like us that are working really hard to make it as safe as we can for you to come in. Okay? If stuff happens, we just have to deal with it. But we're doing the best that we can, working with the people that come in here that are doing an amazing job of helping us with the cleaning, with not coming in if they're not feeling well, with washing their hands, taking their temp, all the stuff that we have going on here at Edge Fitness to try and keep anyone that comes in our doors safe and healthy so they can keep working on being healthier and fitter to help them stay with a big, strong immune system to stay healthy and fit for longer and still do the things that they want and need to do, because there are still those things out there that we want and need to do. But especially if maybe you had some competition, maybe you had some races, maybe you had some things that this summer that you were really hoping to do, really active vacation, maybe you're going climbing, maybe you're going kayaking, or maybe you're going biking, whatever it was. If you had races or things like that that have been marked off the calendar, that have been canceled because of COVID, one, we just have to accept it. Control what we can control. We can't do anything about that. Maybe you can find another race somewhere if you feel that's safe and appropriate for you. You have to make that choice. I can't make that for you. Okay? If you're still wanting to find that, if you think it's safe, go for it. Okay? If you're wishing you still had something to do and you're maybe still having a hard time to get out and still do your training, because what are you training for? Next year's a long ways away, and you don't even know where things are going to be next year. We're hoping and praying that they're going to be better. We want to be better than we were today. And today we're trying to build better habits, our movement, nutrition, recovery, mindset, so we can be better for tomorrow. That one day at a time can work really well for some people. Others, they need something to really look forward to. We should all have a bigger goal that we are working for. We want larger goals, big long-term goals, okay? That BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal, whether it's personal, business, relationships, whatever it might be. You need to have those that you're working towards. And if there's so much uncertainty wrapped around it, and maybe you're going for your first Ironman, maybe you're going to go to your first 70.3, maybe you just it was going to be your first 5K and you just don't even get to do that. It can be easy when that stuff gets canceled, when the outcome gets taken away from you. You can still control your behaviors. So that's why we say you can control your behaviors. So if you set behavior goals and you focus on those, you can't control the outcome, whether it is weight loss, whether it's fat loss, whether it's muscle gain, whether it's performance-based. If it's trying to drive a golf ball farther, it's trying to get a better, faster serve on tennis, if it's trying to be a better, stronger, faster, longer biker, if it's doing a race, whatever that outcome is, you can't control that. You can control your behaviors. Okay, so especially if it's something like a race and it got canceled and you just don't know what to do. And right now you've been on the Netflix and chill Ben and Jerry's training plan. Okay, you can control that. Those are your choices. Get up off the couch, get out and do something, get back into it. The mindset of, I'll just wait until the winter when I would normally start my off-season training, and I'll put myself in a further hole for when that time comes to have to train maybe harder from not doing anything all spring, all summer, all fall long until that time comes when I would have done something after having raced a whole season and in pretty good shape, or have trained for a whole season and in pretty good shape to then start my off-season training. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I can understand the difficulty of thinking that long range, that I'm going to start training now more than a year out for a race. A lot of you do that anyways, okay? This is just a different circumstance. Just because everything kind of got wiped off, the slate got wiped clean for you, you have to be able to wipe that slate clean for yourself and say, I can still do something. I can look at, what are the things that I wish I had been able to improve more on during the off season, because you've got a longer off season to work through right now, but you can still, there's challenges that you can still do, okay? Zwift, Strava, they have, if you're an endurance athlete, they have tremendous challenges that are out there for you guys to be doing. So I'm kind of targeting this towards endurance athletes a little bit here, because I'm blessed to work with a lot of you, as crazy as you guys are, I love it. You can still do something right now, okay? Even with no races out there, or with very few to choose from, and maybe you don't feel it's safe, okay? And if there's something going on, you're like, you know what, I'm just not ready to do that. Make the best choice for you. Don't feel pressured, I just gotta do something, okay? You can still do something. And you can look at, one of the best things you might be able to do right now is to use this time, and now this is for anybody. If you've got an extended window of opportunity before another competition, before another big event, whether it's a race or a local CrossFit event or just a tactical strength challenge, there's a lot of different things out there that you can do, okay? You've got a window of opportunity now to say, you know what, I'm maybe not as strong as I wanted to be, or I've never really worked on my strength. I'm gonna take some time. I'm gonna take this time that I'm given, this opportunity that I have, not lost opportunity, but opportunity gained of, I'm gonna work on my strength. My mobility has been bad for a long time. I've always been saying I wanna do something about it. Now I have time where I can say, you know what, because I'm dialing down on my endurance training, if we're there, I'm gonna dial up on my mobility work. I keep hearing that endurance athletes, we need to do strength training. Okay, so you're dialed down on your endurance training maybe just because there's not as much racing, so you don't feel as motivated to do that. Try something new, try something different. Get that strength training in, dial that up, okay? Maybe nutrition's just always been crap. You put crap in, you put crap out. Easy analogy there. Maybe it's a great time to get to work on your nutrition, improving that, so when the next race season comes along, when that next summer and summer vacations and those great active vacations that you wanted to take, or when obstacle course races and any of that stuff that you're training for is coming back on, you have trained on maybe one of your biggest weaknesses, taking that opportunity to get even stronger, even better for your mobility. We say move well, move often. If you're trying to move often without being able to move well, and that move well can be your mobility, that can be your stability, that can be your motor control, that can be a whole lot of things. Your move often can be how many miles you are biking, running, swimming, how much weight you're trying to lift, how often you're trying to train at the gym or train outside, the complexity of your movements. If you don't have the full range of motion to go overhead for a lift that you've always been really wanting to get better at or wanting to try, this is a great opportunity to tackle some of those weaknesses. So now, if you want to be stronger, not just in terms of how much you can lift, but stronger as an athlete, stronger as a person, now is a great time to continue working on that. So fix that mindset of opportunity lost in terms of not being able to do the races and things that, I know I've had those moments where when I was younger and high school, I was hoping to play in college for football. I was hoping to do a lot of great things, and I had a back injury, I've had knee injuries that keep me from doing some of those things that I thought I was going to be able to do. It's easy to have kind of that defeatist mindset and attitude and think, you know what, whatever, I'm just not going to do anything, versus, okay, I can't do those things, what can I do? What can I do now to be even better for when those times come back? They're going to come back. There's things you can do now. There's going to be things you can do then. It's between now and then that determine how good you're going to be on that tomorrow with what you do today. So think of, where would you like to be? If you could be the best triathlete, the best crosser, the best lifter, the best gymnast, the best high school football, volleyball, cross country, the best golfer, the best tennis player next year, what's the best thing that I can do now to help me get to that point? We'd love to help you guys with that, with coaching programs for movement, nutrition, recovery, mindset. We can help you with any one of those, and we would love to do that. Okay? Maybe it's a great time to invest in a one-year coaching plan so you can be your best for next year. We can help you with that. Maybe it's really time to tackle your mobility and your strength. We'd love to help you with that. So if we can, let us know. You can comment right here. You can email us at info@edgefitIA.com. Go onto our website, message us through there, through our Facebook, any of those places. We would love to hear from you and see what's going well now, what's not, or where you would like to be, where you are now, where's your mindset, what do you feel are your weaknesses that we can help you turn into greater strengths. So that way, again, when that race comes up again next year, and you just have to have that mindset that it's going to happen, but you also have to be okay if it doesn't, okay? Because again, for me, fitness isn't just about, if it was all about just being an athlete, I would have stopped when my athletic career stopped. It's about being the best me that I can be so I can do the things that I want and need to do, which include helping others. I'm very blessed to do that. It's being able to help my neighbors. It's being able to play with my kids. It's being able to do yard work. It's being able to do all those things that I want and need to do. But yeah, it's still being able to do some cool things in the gym. We're never gonna be perfect. Okay? So I'm in one perfect person in all of human history, and that for sure is not me. Okay? But we can be the best version of ourselves. We can focus on progress, not perfection, even when all the world around us is not perfect, and it's never going to be, at least here. We can still work on being better. So I hope this helps you to have that mindset and maybe get back into your training. Shift your focus maybe a little bit in your training. See that opportunity gained, not opportunity lost. Okay? Have that growth mindset, not that fixed mindset. All right? If we can help you with that, again, we'd love to. One of the best ways for this right here we can do that is for you to subscribe and share so you don't miss out on some of these great tips and resources that we'll share with you next time. And until then, have a great, blessed day. See you guys soon.